If American was a flavor, what would it taste like? It is a flavor. It's how ranch gets named in some European countries. I was in the Caribbean when I found out Cool Ranch Doritos are called Cool American in some countries. Can confirm this in European countries. Never saw it in Italy. But then again, we don't get that much snacks from the US. And we basically don't eat what we actually get, hahaha. Neither I haven't seen it, UK. You know when you used to mix every drink at the soda machine as a kid, like that? We called them suicided. Love hearing all the different names. I wonder if it's a geography/generational thing. I grew up in the Midwest in the 80s. Poland we call it kosiołek, easily translated into cauldron. This makes thr most sensimo. Combine the top two answers. Gunpowder Ranch. Is this a TV show? No, that was Gunpowder Milkshake. That was actually a really good movie. I thought so. Especially Michelle Yeoh. God, she terrified me in that role. This is a good thing. BTW. Such a great actress and her martial arts skills are amazing. Root beer. But like, super flat. Because the bottle has been open for a while, but half the people don't want to admit it's gone bad and the other half can't agree on which new bottle to open. Deep fried. That deep fried bar and grill taste, where it's good dipped in ranch. But after a basket of any deep fried food, it just tastes and feels heavy, like way too much of whatever it is. No gravy. Partially hydrogenated vegetable oil, milk solids, ascorbic acid, xanthan gum, red dye -5, MSG, marshmallow fluff, and hollow point bullets. Everything a growing boy needs. I quote this all the time and no one ever gets it, lol. BBQ. 12 hours of slow roasted pulled pork. High fructose corn syrup. No joke. Caro syrup is what my baby formula was. Wow. I never would have thought that it's even possible with pure sugar. Hope you're good today. But I have to ask which country and much more important which century? D. A doctor told my mother to do this in the 80s. In the US. Yes. Regular formula in the 80s caused a lot of stomach upset and constipation in babies, and so they recommended using Caro syrup. So a whole generation was addicted to sugar before their first birthday. I wish other options had been available. Ranch. Cool Ranch. Specifically, 100% my first thought was Cool Ranch Doritos. They are literally called Cool American in other countries. I don't remember where, but I remember it being a thing. You are correct. Discovering this is one of my favorite moments overseas. Sweet Baby Ray's, Acker Zuckerberg motor oil, smock and some meats, brisket and UHH and ribs. Deep fried butter with ranch dip. Those red, white and blue popsicles. This was the answer I was searching for. I knew I'd find it. American cheese. Oh, I think you mean cheese product. And if you really want to get technical, it's officially called pasteurized, processed American cheese food by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Keep in mind, there is real American cheese too, which is more or less a mild and saltier cheddar. Where can I buy real American cheese? Delis usually have it available. It can also be found in wedges and rounds in some grocery stores, most often near the Colby and Cheddar. A Big Mac. It's ubiquitous. It's bland. It's just barely satisfactory. It's definitely not healthy, yet sometimes you crave it. I just read it in Gordon Ramsay's voice for some reason. Sonic. The Hedgehog or the restaurant? Both. Pralines and D. Gunpowder. Sprinkled with Cheetos dust. Acker MSG. That's right. Cheetos are loaded with MSG and a few other chemical seasonings. They don't harm you, but they are definitely what gives Cheetos their fake cheese flavor. Peanut butter and jelly cheeseburger. Have had a peanut butter burger, but it had an egg on it, no jelly. It came with a side of a nap. Don't worry. Perfectly normal case of the itis. Hot dog water. I came to say this. Hot dog water with a side of chocolate starfish. What the hell is a chocolate starfish? Oh wait. I don't think I want to know. I think they are referencing Limp Bizkit's album Chocolate Starfish and the hot dog flavored water. I think the chocolate starfish is a euphemism for a butthole maybe? Coca-Cola and popcorn. This could be actually interesting flavor. Apple pie and Kool-Aid. Taco Bell. It's the best goddamn garbage you've ever tasted. Maybe if they didn't keep taking all the best s off their menu. Also, they need to bring back the volcano burrito. I lived in Miami in my 20s, was broke as hell, and would basically eat a GSB for my meal for the day. Since then, having GF kids, Taco Bell was a solid place for us to go in a pinch. The day they took the volcano burrito off the menu, a solitary tear ran down my cheek. Mountain Dew and Doritos blended at room temp. Walnut cake icing. Bacon. This is the perfect answer. Gasoline and donuts. That's what your airports smell like to me. New Zealander. It's the sweet smell of arriving in your country. I would like to go back to NZ for meat pies and chocolate chip muffins. You'll do good, mate. That's a great combo. I was fortunate enough to get to travel around Australia and NZ when I was a kid with my grandparents. The meat pies and muffins in NZ still stick out as one of the best parts. And a boat ride in Doubtful Sound was badass. Someone needs to make that a successful rock and roll band. Cheese. Easy cheese. Probably around 75% potassium nitrate, 15% charcoal, and 10% sulfur. If you get this joke, you're cool. Grease. Exactly the one. Surprised Mountain Dew isn't on here yet. Ew. I'll take the crab juice. Not even a taste but any of that crap. That's pretty good. But when you're done eating it, you feel really shitty and full. Rocket pop. Obvs. Antidepressants and rage. Can't afford antidepressants. Depressants and rage. Can't afford depression. Guns and rage. I mean freedom fries. I think it should be fries, but coated in something very sweet, like caramel or milk chocolate or, wait, I've got it, cotton candy. Fries dipped in chocolate milkshake. Partially hydrogenated soybean oil. Sprinkle of MSG. Hydrogenated oils sure, but don't bring MSG into it. It's pretty great thing actually, if used like it should be. Hot dog. Con. Animal fat, but it's poorly cooked and sanitized. Cool Ranch with zesty medical debt. Salt and saturated fat. Bullets. Blood with undertones of oil. Edgy and woke. A 6-month-old 7 to 11 hot dog. I'm watching that one. It's almost ready. Hi, Dad. Bourbon and poor choices. Insulin resistance. Americans come pre-booled with that. Gunpowder and blood. Like a buffet of stolen food from other restaurants and rebranded as authentic American cuisine. Oil and corrupt lawmakers. Blood, bacon and oil. Rotten dinner. It would taste sweet, delicious, yet artificial. S. Circus animal cookie from CVS. Old, salty gravy that's been on a hot table too long. No discernible taste. Just past its prime. Greasy and salty. Oh yes, I see what you did there. Like a delicious ice cream. The best you've ever tasted. With ripples of S running through it. Had to scroll to far for the first mention of shit. Your description does capture the country at the moment. So much that's so good, but just enough that is really bad, that you don't want any of it. Diabetes. Bacon grease. Kinda disgusting but also kinda appetizing. A cheeseburger cooked over gunpowder. It would taste like pure calories and grease. Probably grease and gunpowder. Cheap cheese and watery beer. Oil. Bacon and gunpowder. Garbage and the rotten corpses of dead children. Fentanyl. Blue drink. Purple drink, you un-American swine. Wait, you're thinking of purple drank. That strange artificial bubble gum flavor. Mayonnaise flavored Lay's potato chips. Full flavor butter. Kraft singles. Kraft singles. Warning, some ingredients have been known to cause cancer and or reproductive harm. Shite. Whatever blue tastes like. Something with a lot of chemical flavorings and preservatives. The obvious answer is black licorice. Most people hate it, or at least try to avoid it when possible. But those who like it seem to not just love it, but love that other hate it. They're glad you don't like it. Marlboro Reds. I kinda feel like Reds are fetishized overseas. Sort of like Levy 501s. Pralines and D. Can't believe I had to scroll this far down for this. I love you, man. If Benjamin were an ice cream flavor. Hot vinyl. Blue raspberry. Rust. Sugared apples. Cheese powder. Brass. Dead children. And wealth inequality. S probably. Bat. Cigarette ashes. One scoop rainbow, the other charcoal. Sulfur and potassium nitrate. Wrapped cheese slices. Processed corn syrup, gunpowder. Velveeta. Guns. Ranch and sadness. Theater popcorn butter. Shit. Canned cheese, the kind you spray on crackers. Probably lead, from all the guns and everything. American processed cheese, the one that is wrapped in plastic. High fructose corn syrup. Carbonated bacon cheese. Debt. Diabetes. Ranch. Ranch ASF. Sweet and salty. And it always cuts and burns the roof of your mouth, but you eat it anyway because it's in the Constitution.